And then fuel and diesel, we kept at the 115,000. For the people on YouTube, that is line item 471-0 fuel/diesel. I get comments that said, will you please start saying? Oh. And I forget. So I'll try and be a little better at that. So then we have line item 472 fuel, which is different than...
It's gas.
Yeah, it's gas.
Yeah. So we have a diesel line and a gas line.
Okay, so...
And that's for our pickup.
That's right.
Yeah, and that's just for the pickup we have for running our errands and stuff.
Okay. And then 473-0 titled tires, we did 18,000. Those tires are not just for the pickup truck that they do all their errands. That's for their long haul truck and
short haul truck,
roll-off truck, and tractors.
Your tractors.
For everything.
And they, so far, they've done really well and always stayed under that. But if they have two,
may not happen this year.
If they have two tires that are, what, 5,000-6,000 a piece, some of those
for the tractor.
That could wipe it out pretty quick. So
because one brand new tire for the semi and the trailers anywhere from 5 to 6, 8, 7. What, 5 to 700?
Yeah. And then you get those tractor trailers, and they get really so. And then they kept the 600 for chains.
Okay. Lubricants.
And then lubricants 3,000.
Vehicle expense.
Yep. And then vehicle expense they kept at 1,000. Professional services 1,500.
Okay.
Designated exams and medical, which is 482-5, 750.
Okay.
482-20 drug testing, 2,000. And we really took a jump on that.
That's because of the new Wienhoff company we have, because every year they have to do
so many random.
They have to pull like vehicle reports. They have to do all this other stuff with it.
How many points each person has on their license?
Right, and it's
federal.
It's either $5 for one of them, and then it's $19 for another one, and then it's the actual drug testing is different too. So that's why it jumped so high.
Yeah, and that's a federal mandate.
Yep.
Yes.
Weed contract spray. We did the 1,080.
Okay.
Copier maintenance, which is account number 490-0, went up to 1,850.
Okay.
And then the equipment maintenance 492/repairs, we did 50,000.
Okay.
Stayed the same. 0 on the grants, which is 499-1. Advertising, which is 522-0. We kept it at 250. Furniture and fixtures, 534, kept at 1,200. Panhandle Health Staff Contract, approximately 6,735 because we don't get that bill until that first quarter.
Yes.
Okay.
So what people I feel need to know is that the Panhandle contracts that we do, the road department graciously helps pay for one of the quarters.
Yep.
So so we don't have to levy for it.
Okay.
That's our sugar daddy right there.
Okay. All right.
So that may we just don't know, but it may go up some.
Okay.
But I would definitely let her know prior. Okay, and then the postage is $3,200.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a postage machine?
No.
Nope. Okay.
We have to do it all up here.
Okay. So we will double check that to see where
Okay.
she's at in postage.
Okay.
If you have a surplus, we're going to try and use surpluses down.
Okay.
Perfect.
And then put it in.
Probably do because we don't mail stickers out anymore.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So that's a huge cost that has decreased for us. Just too much issues with the mailing system and returning stickers.
Yes,
and
we've
not
decided
getting
that
stickers
we
and-
want that money in our account so we can get the couple of pennies of interest versus them. So we're trying to use all of those.
Oh, okay.
And then if you need it, then we'll put it back on. So we'll keep it at the 3,200,
Okay.
but don't put anything on it until you've talked to us. Don't automatically put it on.
Okay.
Radio and communications that we kept at the 1,400.
Mm-hmm.
Fire extinguishers is 1,500.
Okay.
Signage 0, which is 643. And then 678-1 solid waste collections. We went up to 65,000.
Okay.
Why is that?
Because then looks like they had, if you look at fiscal year 2024, it was like 58,000.
On that
Right.
note, it is probably it's staying the same this year. That was what that email was about.
Yeah.
So, it would be the 27 year it would go up.
Okay. So yeah, that was I wasn't able to
So
finish the other one.
it won't affect 2026's.
No,
So it goes into effect.
27 year, fiscal year.
What
That
month?
pricing will going up October 1st.
Okay.
Last
Yeah.
year they
Okay.
didn't pick it up much something. We didn't. This year.
No,
was
it
one-
stays the same. Yeah, it stayed the same. There really was no change in it
Mhm.
because of I don't know on
But
their
he was
end.
billing like every month this year, and last year he wasn't billing every month.
Yes, he does. He's billed
Okay.
every month, every year that we've
Okay.
had him. It's just that we don't get a bill for a while, and then we start getting all the bills. Is how it works. So that's why we still have money in it.
Okay.
It's because we haven't received every bill for. I think the last one I got was April or May bill. So
Okay.
it's playing catch up to pay for all those
okay.
months.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to drop that back down to the 60,771. Am I
Okay.
correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I kind of knew something about that one. I just.
Okay, 678-4 disposal
Mhm.
fees. I put 407.
Okay.
Has there been an increase since last year? I mean, that's about 15,000 more.
We'd have
Yes.
to go over to get you an exact number, but yeah, there's definitely
That
been an
is
increase.
Republic Services, where we transport all the garbage to Missoula for dumping, and it's an increase of 3% every year per contract.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Refunds, we put zip on 678-5. Refunds. Cancellations, we kept at 700. Desk, chair, stands, office, they did 300. 0 lease payments. Transfer station maintenance, 15,000. 909 depreciation, 0. And that concludes your B budget.
I do have one question.
Yep.
Why did we take the 1,000 away from us for grants?
I
don't think we have any grants left.
No, this was a line that was added in when we did the air curtain burner because we had to get a permit.
Oh, gotcha, okay.
And I don't know if we still have to continue to get those permits after a period of time.
No, we don't.
We don't? Okay.
No, now is what we have moving forward are the opacity tests.
Right, that is the
Yes.
opacity test. Those are $3,300.
And then do you get grant money every year?
No.
Okay, so that's why we got rid
Okay.
of grants, because if it's coming in as a
Perfect.
revenue, it's gotta go out as an
Perfect.
expense, and it's grant to grant, so
Okay,
hence the reason.
perfect. That's what I
And
need.
then we did a C, capital outlay. So like originally they had 522,000, and I believe we agreed upon 550,000 because of all of the tipping floors and all of that.
562, 236.
Okay.
We found one more thing we needed.
Okay. Yep, that's why we're doing this. So 562, what? 5,000?
236.
236.
Now that's the other thing is I see, you know, if we take that out of your budgets, that's for doing the repair of the chipping floor, and then the two trailers. You have two trailers replacing the truck, and then you have the asphalt. So we're trying to get your maintenance that we should have gotten out got done.
Trying to get
Caught up. And so if I take that away from your budget, I take that out of your budget, that leaves you with $1.6 million that we have that would be on, you know, if we took that out, it'd be $1.6 million. And we are, the revenue is 1.6.
1.671816.
1.671. So that's going to leave it close, because we've got to figure out how to put capital. You know, these capital expenses that are catch things up. So we got to figure out how to put in a capital that's going to work so that we can start replacing equipment when it comes, because we don't want it really tight to where you can't replace the equipment.
Yeah.
So
So you
I mean,
do
that's
the
what we need to
fixes.
figure out is what are we going to need to replace in the next so many years,
Moving
so we
forward.
can moving forward, so we can get a good capital line. Because you're right on budget right now, and I know we do have cash over, but you know we're using, you know, it's not anybody's fault that, you know, we stripped you with capital, took the capital out of your budget, and we've been paying in grant funds to do all the capital when we should have been using your cash.
Yeah.
And so we've got to get back to that point so we can get you on track and where we can put capital back into the budget and the budget will work.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that we're close, but looks like we're tight, but
Well, they'll end next year.
well, we don't want to have a bunch of cash to carry over because we've got
Well,
to put that back into the...
it will. I mean, if you took the 25% carryover out, which a 25% carryover would be $544,000, which they really don't need. But I did it for everybody, so that would leave them with $286,000 worth of cash if we took that out. But they don't really need it. So that's going to leave them about $800,000, which is perfect because
but
then
that's cash. That's cash. But then we want to make sure that your capital. We got to put capital back in after this.
But we can move some of that into capital. So then they always have a capital lineup, so they don't get so far behind and have to spend $300,000 in 1 year. They could have been doing these projects all along.
Yeah. Okay.
And they are not on our levy this year.
Yep.
They're not taking anything from the levy.
Okay. Okay. All right. Is everybody else? Any other questions? Any questions?
No.
No.
Question from the public? None?
I do have one thing.
Okay.
Being you are getting ready to spend an enormous amount, make sure that you are following all the policies and procedures and
Yeah, of course.
procurements and
They're good at that.
yeah, I know. I just feel like let's not get in trouble.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to be fighting with the interior defense again.
Okay.
Thank you guys.
Thank
They were
you.
super easy. They came up, we hashed it out.
Are you good with that?
No, I'm waiting for them to finish talking, so I don't want to interrupt anybody.
All right.
So, from trying to understand, it sounds like you had an overage of cash of $900,000 last year over your expenses? Or is that how much cash you had on hand at the end of the year?
Of last year, I don't know. I don't know what was brought forward last year. This year,
This year, I'm just saying.
the end of this fiscal year, they'll have, 966,000.
Okay, so it's been several years where we've had over taxes and you're trying to establish to pay the capital expenses. You still have an extra $800,000 in capital expenses to spend out, so that means you've been overtaxing the taxpayer again.
No, I don't agree with that.
You do not agree with it, you want, you still have $800,000 in cash, so obviously that money came from somewhere, it came from the taxpayer. So you're overtaxing the taxpayer. So you're choosing again not to lower the taxes to meet the obligations.
They're
That's your-
no longer on the, okay, I think maybe I misunderstood.
Yeah,
They're no longer on the levy taxes.
What
But are you
happened?
talking about a
Taxes
different
come from
one?
everything, not just from property tax. So, yeah,
The levy monies come from the property tax.
Yes, but everything else, every money that the government gets is a tax on the taxpayer.
Okay.
Not just from property tax, everything is. You pay your 6% for buying groceries, that is a tax, that money comes back to you. Everything we do is a tax. So all the money you're getting right now is a tax.
That is correct.
Okay.
But
So
the
you've been
state,
overtaxing because you've got so much cash on hand over the past couple of years.
Okay.
So you should be lowering the taxes so you can meet those obligations effectively.
We-
Like, you could lower the taxes this year.
Let's
And be
let's go
good.
ahead and-
And then next year, start managing your resources again effectively to match it. But you've been overtaxing for
how
long.
do we, how would we, good question, but how does the county lower sales tax?
It doesn't, just starts using the tax instead of, they lower the property tax that we have, they can lower that amount and start using the cash that they have on hand.
Are you talking
'Cause
about
they
the
pay
property
not the
taxes
property tax,
or
but
the solid
the
waste
fee.
tax?
The fee that you have to pay on your property taxes is not property tax, but the fee, the solid waste
Okay.
fee.
Okay.
Yeah, the residential solid
Oh,
waste
the-
fee.
The residential solid waste.
That's the
fee.
one he's talking
Yes.
about.
Okay, thank you for your
Okay.
comment. I would further comment that what happened over the last 3 years is the solid waste, they thought the solid waste was underfunded and they haven't been spending their capital. The capital's been saving. It was an error on the clerk, on not this clerk, the prior clerks. So we used ARPA funds and grant funds to be purchasing these assets, and that caused an inflation of funds for that went up in cash. So we are reducing the cash and actually using these funds right now to pay capital. We are behind on capital. We're behind on equipment, and that's what we did. Do we have any further comments?
I have the paperwork and it's up there. And if you look at Capital 8898,
Okay.
that is for fiscal year 2023, and they did have 375,000, and then they took them out, and
Yes.
that's where
That's-
where the mess got in.
Yes. Okay.
So
All right. If there's nothing further, meeting adjourned. Thank you.
thank you.